Hey there, it's Blue from Blue Rest Health Coaching, and I'm so glad you're here to learn about 3 really quick ways to bring in self-care when you don't have time for self-care. And if you're a busy mama like I am, and like women that I work with, then this is pretty much all the time. And the irony of not having time for self-care is that that's actually when we need self-care the most, right? So I'm hoping that these 3 tips will help you bring that in at those moments when you need it and you don't have time for it. But before I get to that, I just have to share this really quick story because it's like one of these things that it's a classic thing that happens with moms. And so I just want to share it with you in hopes that you don't feel alone if this is happening for you. So yesterday I decided to take a nice Epsom salt bath, and I actually made some really nice smelling bath salts in a class. Thank you, Tangled Roots Botanicals. And I decided to finally use these salts, and maybe you have beautiful bath salts sitting around your bathroom that you never use. Yeah, so yesterday I decided to use them, and they come with this little cloth pouch to keep them in so that it's easier to clean up later because there's flower petals and stuff like that in it. And so I put that in my bath, and it was really nice. It was exactly what I needed. It was beautiful. I lit a candle, it was wonderful. However, then last night I went to give my kids a bath, and the drain was clogged, and I realized I completely forgot to take out the pouch, right? And immediately my mind went to, oh my gosh, now I've ruined our pipes. This is what I get for using these fancy bath salts. I probably should have been, I don't know, cleaning or cooking dinner or something else. Yeah, so that's kind of where my mind went right away. And then thankfully my husband is very supportive and brought me back into reality. And he's also a handyman, so thank goodness he was able to, he had the right tool to get in there and get that thing out. So anyway, I just shared that with you because whenever you do take time for self-care and things don't go right, that's okay. That's gonna happen, and that's okay because lots of things don't go exactly right, and that's life. So don't stop doing self-care if it doesn't go perfectly, okay? All right, so let me get to those 3 things because I know you're busy. That's why you're here. So the first thing is that when you are first waking up in the morning, it's really important to start the day with greeting yourself. Like the way that we start the day, we know this, right? Like it's always best to do exercising in the morning and meditation and yoga and all those things. Like it's good to do those first things first thing in the morning. However, it's hard to do those things first thing in the morning when you have kids that you need to like get off to school, like I do. So something that I've found that I do that really helps set the tone for my day is to greet myself first in the morning. So it's very simple. I just take one hand and put it on my heart, and the other hand goes on my belly, and I just take a breath, or 2 or 3, whatever, and just hello body, hello self, and I just check in. It takes just a moment. It doesn't detract from the day. It doesn't take a lot of time, and it's amazing how I feel differently when I do that. So I would love to hear from you if you experiment with that and how that goes. The second thing you might want to try is when you sit down to eat, and especially at dinner time, if you're the cook in the house, or even if you're not, you may be getting up and getting other things for everybody. Whenever you do sit down, and I encourage you, take a moment to look at your food and take that first bite, and just everything else can wait for a moment, right? Take that first bite and really chew it. Enjoy it. Notice its flavors. See how you feel as you're eating it. Like just that first bite, And then whatever else happens after that, that's fine. But at least get that first bite and have it be really intentional and conscious, and make sure you're breathing. Okay? Try that out. And then the third thing is to this is something you can do on the go at any time, and that is something that a good friend of mine taught me. Thank you, Jennifer Hoprich at Moxie Midwifery, taught me a square breath. So this is really easy. It's easy to remember because if you can remember the number 4, then you can remember how to do this breath, okay? So you just breathe in for a count of 4, then you hold it for a count of 4, breathe out for a count of 4, and hold that for a count of 4, and then you cycle again. And if you can do that like 3 times, it'll actually like reset your stress response, usually. Okay, so let's try it, okay? So first, I like to first just let out a big air out my lungs, okay? And then in for 4, 2, 3, 4, and whatever pace works for you, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to stop there, but I want you to try that and count at whatever pace feels good for you, and just notice how you feel. So if you try any one of those 3 quick self-care items that don't take any time at all, please let me know. I'd love to hear it. Or if you have little tricks up your sleeve, please share it so that we can all learn from you. Thank you, and have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye.